Okay, these videos that I am making are about the voice in our head. Everybody has the voice in your head. Not everybody talks about it because they like for you to keep their secret, which is not a good thing. There is a reference from Harry Potter, which Quidditch teaches us some excellent teachings in that little game. It's connected to the e-con on me, the Quidditch. In England, they call money quid, and this game is expressing that we should ditch the quid ditch, when you are truthful and honest. And there's a quick side note: Dumbledore is when we teach our kids to listen to the voice in our head when they ask you to break the golden rule. If you want to do for the voice in your head, that's beautiful. Help each other, love each other. They are family. But to teach them to do whatever they're asked by the voice in their head, they are known as literally the angel and the devil on the shoulder. So it's a dumb bull door when we educate our children to blindly follow the voice in our head when they're asking us to break the golden rule. Side note on Dumbledore. But we're talking about the game of Quidditch, where you have the e-con on me. It's a reference to that we should be removing ourselves from the e-con on me, just like the word economy teaches us. They're not teaching you these things on this planet, but the players in Quidditch is you have the chasers, those who are chasing after the money. You have the beaters, those who will beat you down for the money, smaller percentage. Then you have the keepers of the secret. Not good to keep their secret or to not talk about it. That's what the aliens want you to do. One of the things they tell you is keep our secret. No. What is the keeper's job in the game? Right? If you keep their secret, they get you the better mortgage rate. I'm not saying there's not benefits for keeping their secret. They'll get you a cash register will ring up differently in your favor. They'll help the boss. They'll help you with your boss. They'll help you with your landlord. The aliens have structured this society to where they use the e-con on me, the quid ditch, the system that we should ditch, to get you to submit. We are not their slaves, but we are their family members. They have done some awful things to us, but I still fight for their day of amnesty because it is nasty, the stuff that they've done to us. But there are levels above them also, multiple levels. It's not just us, them, and then God. Okay, there are multiple levels. But I still fight for their day of amnesty. Yeah, they're angel and the devil on the shoulder, and they've done some nasty stuff to us. But look how we treat the levels beneath us. We'll get into that another time. But your job in keeping their secret in Quidditch, what's the ball's name? If you watch 30-second video, you YouTube it, the game of Quidditch, the guy's explaining it to Harry Potter. And the ball's name is called the Quaffle. In life, a coup d'etat is an overthrowing of something to make a change. Sometimes it's simply called a coup. What your job in the quid ditch, when you're a keeper of the secret, you're getting benefits, but what you're doing is blocking the overthrowing of awful things. We as a society, if we talked about it, we would be overthrowing something awful. We'd be cooing. We'd be literally cooing an awful thing. Coup awful. Your job is to block the quaffle. The kids are the ones who are suffering. You're going to get your benefits. You do for them, they'll do for you. That's what the voice in your head tells you. If you're going to do for them, do it in the name of love, no strings attached. Do not do it for reward, and don't do it if you think it's wrong to do, if you think it's breaking the golden rule. So literally, our job when we keep the secret of the voice in our head is we're blocking the overthrowing of awful things. When we start talking about it, we're going to be helping the children. Some people say they love their kids so much that they would die for them. How about living for them? That's challenging, to live for your kids. So I wanted to touch on that this econ on me is literally, did you hear how they changed my voice? Or tied my tongue up, is literally being expressed in this movie, Harry Potter. They can manipulate the physicalness of your body, if you understand. But anyway, so Harry Potter is teaching us some amazing things. I would rather us be seekers in doing it lovingly and the right way, and golden snitches. You ever wonder why do they call it a snitch? Because when you talk about it, you're known as a snitch. A golden snitch talks about the voice in their head, but not for reward, like, oh, you don't know who's behind my eye. They're going to beat you up for doing stuff to me. You'll probably get beat up for talking about them, right? But when you talk about them, and I get beat up for talking about them. Don't get me wrong. It's a challenge to live your life not being a slave. They smack you around and you can do it, but it's more challenging. But when you talk about the voice in your head and you're trying to teach somebody, hey, you don't have to do whatever they ask. And you always do it with love. You always do it with love. Love is the answer. God is love. I can show you how the aliens gave us religion. This video is, I'm talking today, I can show you the truth that God is real through the scientific method, reproducible results, not the video I'm making today. And the aliens get upset because I can do that. And they're like, well, people are going to look at him like he doesn't submit. We're going to lose control of this planet. This planet is already sort of falling apart. We can do it. We have to keep it simple. The aliens have to tell you. They're not going to show you how. That's not their job. I was gifted with those understandings by many levels above them. But this is Papa's house. And just because Grandpa teaches you something good doesn't mean that you can always do it in Papa's house. There are many levels. But anyway, a golden snitch. When you're teaching somebody in the name of love, not looking for reward for yourself, talking about the truth that the voices are real, right? Don't be a keeper and overthrow the cooing of awful things. You want to coo awful things. Don't block the overthrowing of awful things or the cooing of awful or the coo-awful, right? Don't be a keeper. Be a golden snitch and talk about it. Because once you get what the golden snitch has to say, this game, this econ on me, this quid ditch is over. We can transit. It's a transition. You don't drop it like it's hot. Billionaires, they might be like, oh my goodness, they're going to take all my money. It's going to take. It's a couple 100-year transition. The understandings I was gifted with. It's about nurturing. Well, it's a transition. That journey of 1,000 miles starts with that first step. So it's not drop it like it's hot. It's not, I'm not against Mondami in New York, the mayor, where he sees that, it's falling apart. You can't just make everything free. Yeah, I can explain it and I can go into it, but there's a reason why he got elected. People are seeing it. So we have to, as the aliens just had somebody close the door, we have to close the door on that. Mondami isn't, I'll say, I don't want to beat up on the guy because he knows something has to change. How do you change it? Well, I was gifted with those understandings. That'll be another video. It's a transition. But anyway, it is an amazing future we have, no matter what. Because, just so much good stuff. If we make a choice to take that little slap and start talking about it. You know what? I was going to talk about something else. I'm going to leave it here for this video. Love to you all. Thank you.